Yo, welcome back to Military Bread. I'm your host, Patrick Montgomery, aka Mont. And today we're diving back into part 2 of the VA disability pay raise for 2024. Now, my last video, whatever, I gave you guys an overview of what was expected on the horizon, but as of today, we have a little more details that's straightforward, straight from the source. And this time, we'll be looking at exact numbers, effective dates, and what this means for you and your finances as a veteran. And if you know someone that is a veteran or you're a veteran yourself or whatever, make sure you like and share this video so all of us honestly can be aware of what's going on in the whole VA system and, updates in regards to the VA or, everything else military. But let's get into it. Now, as of December 1st, 2024, the VA disability pay raise have increased to 2.5%. Now, this part, it comes as a yearly cost of living adjustment, or what so many people know as COLA, in regards to inflation, which directly impacts veterans that receive a monthly disability check. So why is this important? Well, with the rising cost of essentials like food, housing, healthcare, this increase means it's there to bridge the gap and make it a little easier for veterans in general on disability compensation. Now let's break down the numbers. And I'm pretty sure that everyone has been waiting on because I'm kind of late in the game letting you guys know. But the actual increase again is 2.5%, which is honestly modest compared to, recent years. I think last year was around 3.2 and a year before that was 8.7. But so still, as I said before, this extra income adds up, especially, if you're at a higher disability rating. But here's a quick look on, I guess, the numbers that you guys will be looking for. 10% disability rating. Veterans at this level or whatever will see a modest jump or whatever in their paycheck, bringing it around, I think, around like $175. For someone 30% with a dependent or whatever, honestly, you'll be looking at anywhere between an extra $5 to $560 extra per month. For those that's a 50% rating, you're looking at around $1,000 per month. And those with 100% rating will honestly see the biggest boost, of course, with compensation seem a little higher without dependents. I think around $3,850, from looking at the chart or whatever. But these are just estimates, honestly. And I think because everyone's pay is typically different, especially, if you're receiving special monthly compensation on top of what you're getting, and, by how many kids and how many parents that you may have on your official VA records. Now, this increase may seem just like, a bunch of numbers on paper for some, but for many, this honestly pay increase can make a big difference. Now, let's talk about, how it affects the everyday life. It's giving you a bit more financial breathing room, and you might find it easier to cover those extra day expenses, invest in health treatments, and honestly save up a little bit more extra from month to month, if you want to take a vacation. But if you got family that's dependent on these benefits, this change can help cover those essential costs, especially with healthcare, education, especially for those with, a higher rating or have a spouse or children included in that compensation plan. So you also got to remember, beyond the monthly paycheck or whatever that you receive from the VA, that the VA has other programs, honestly, and resources that often are adjusted alongside the whole COLA situation, such as the VA home loans, which are tied to the same inflation-based adjustments. So this year, loan limits may also shift, making it more affordable for you to get in a new home or maybe even refinance if you're eligible. But you also can't forget about the educational benefits, the veteran benefits such as the GI Bill, where it's related to the adjustments as well, helping you cover the cost of textbooks, tuition, and other school expenses. So what's next? What can you do to maximize these changes? And honestly, here are a few things I feel like you can do. Make sure that every so often you review your rating. If it's been a few years, consider honestly requesting a reevaluation, because some veterans may qualify for a higher rating due to worsening conditions, which could honestly mean a higher paycheck. But also look at your financial goals. Take this opportunity to revisit your financial goals. This increase, honestly, might be the boost you need to start saving to pay off debt or even cover healthcare costs that you've been putting off for X amount of time. But ultimately, at the end of all that, I'll honestly say stay informed. See, the VA makes all these announcements all year. So it's always good to check for any new changes, programs that you might be eligible for. And sometimes these changes may help you in the long run. But staying updated can not only help you as a veteran, but it can also help your family. So that's all I have for you guys today. And I hope I was able to kind of give you a little more information on what's going on, especially moving forward with the whole VA disability rates. And that's what we have coming up in 2025. But as December 1st, all these things will start taking into effect, but you won't see it on your paycheck in December, but you will see it coming into January. So that's all I have for you guys or whatever. If you have a little more information that you feel like I didn't give you guys, feel free to let me know whatever down in the comments, and I'll make sure the next video I give you a little more in-depth information. But until next time, as always, military bread, y'all. Let's eat.